Hey friends, you're watching BrainStormAcres. I'm Henry. I'm in the kitchen. I'm going to try making a copycat. Copycat of what? You know that San Francisco treat? Maybe you saw it on TV. It comes in a box. You put some butter in a pan and you toast it up and then you put some broth to it. That's what I'll try making. Well, we start off with 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet. Get that melted. Now I need 2/3 of a cup of orzo. You can make this with vermicelli, but I don't happen to have any vermicelli. There's none in any of the stores near where we live. I'd have to order it online, and that's just too much of a hassle. At least for today's meal. Maybe I'll do that later, but we'll see how this orzo turns out instead. I want this to brown. You know, if you use vermicelli, the little skinny things that look kind of like thin spaghetti, they cook faster than the rice. And what I'm trying to do is just get this to brown a little bit. I'll be adding 1 cup of white rice. No flavor. You know, we frequently use basmati rice in a lot of the dishes that we prepared because we like that flavor. But you don't have to do that. In fact, for this dish, you don't want to have that flavor. Time to go get the rice. That smells good. It smells like it's browning up nicely. Almost there. Rice is going in. I'm going to stir this around so that everything gets coated with some of the butter. We're out of the chicken broth that I make, so I'm going to be using something store-bought. It should work fine. And I want a little over 12 ounces. There we go. Chicken stock in the pan. I'm going to cover this and let it cook. And our San Francisco treat rice dish is coming along nicely. You can see the browned orzo in here. That gives it a nice flavor. There's still plenty of liquid in the pan to make sure the rice is completely done. I put the cover back on here and let it continue cooking. I did a test cook of the rice that I'm using today because we've had it stored in a container for quite some time. We bought it a while ago and I wanted to make sure it was still good. Tastes just fine. I'll pan fry this chicken, a little bit of butter, and then we'll be ready to have some lunch. And you may notice I have one glove on and the other hand is free of gloves. I put this on because I have a lot of other things going on and I don't want to cross-contaminate anything with this chicken. This goes in the sink. Lovely, lovely sound. And our San Francisco treat rice dish is coming along nicely. You can see the browned orzo in here. That gives it a nice flavor. There's still plenty of liquid in the pan to make sure the rice is completely done. I put the cover back on here and let it continue cooking. Chicken is looking delicious. I'm starting to salivate already. I can't wait to put this dish together and see what Irene thinks. Well, we've had our lunch. The knockoff Copycat recipe for the San Francisco treat worked pretty well. There's not enough salt in it, but that I can adjust as we're eating it. But there's some other things that I think I want to do. One is it needs a little bit of additional spices. I think I'll put a little bit of garlic in it, at least garlic powder. Maybe some onion powder. I think it has some turmeric in it, so it has a change of the color of the rice. It makes it beautiful, beautiful yellow. Well, I hope you found this interesting. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications because we've got a lot more stuff going on here. I'm going to pack up this rice so it can go in the freeze dryer. Let's see if I can keep from making a mess. Looks like that's going to fill up one tray. Yep, it will. So I'll be putting the plain rice in another tray, but not now, because I'm officially out of trays. I'll put this rice into a Ziploc baggie. I know how full to make it so it can fit into a tray. And then I'll put that in the freezer. You know, having the freeze dryer makes a big difference in how I plan to cook and the kind of food that I'm going to try to freeze dry. And when I say try to freeze dry, I know I can freeze dry it. The question is, will we like it? And as with everything else, you need to make sure you like the food that you're making. That's pretty good. Time to go to the freezer. Don't forget to brainstorm. As you can see, we're doing a lot of that. Irene's down in the studio again. Imagine that. We're getting ready for an event. We'll catch you on the next one.